Good morning, guys. Welcome back to Poorboys Little Homestead. As always, if this is your first time here, thanks for dropping in. Feel free to drop in anytime you feel, my friend. Guys, today we're about to do something that I have never done in my life. We finna tattoo some rabbits. Yeah, tattoo a rabbit. You may ask, why are you wanting to tattoo a rabbit, Eddie? Well, these rabbits, I got American blue rabbits. If you ain't never seen the history on American blue rabbits, you ought to look it up. It's pretty interesting. That's why I chose them. Just to try to keep them. Besides they pretty rabbits, I'm just trying to keep American blues going. But these rabbits is pedigree rabbits. Now, I've had these rabbits a while now, breeding them, but I've never took the time to set up my computer so I could print out pedigrees and all that. But I got the pedigree papers and I got it all set up to where I can do that now, just in case someone buys a rabbit from me and their kid wants to show it in 4-H or stuff. It has to be tattooed, and a lot of them wants a pedigree rabbit. So I'm slowly getting around to doing this. So what I have here, I bought a little tattooer. I think they call this a crimper. And it comes with a set of numbers and a set of letters. But now this brand that I got right here, when I got it in, you really couldn't tell the numbers. I'm going to show you up close. When you look at the end of it, it's just a bunch of little needles. Well, it's hard to determine what number that is. So I found me a little box here, and I got me a little piece of styrofoam, and I put them numbers in this crimp, and I tattooed me a piece of paper, figure out which numbers is which and what letters is which, and I wrote on the back of them with me a Sharpie. Now it's easy for me to just reach in there and get which one I want. Now this little box, like I said, this didn't come with the tattoo kit. The kit come with the crimpers, one set of numbers, one set of letters. It come with a little thing of roll-on ink. Now I was hoping that wouldn't have been roll-on, even though I ain't never done this. I've been doing my research, and I kind of like the idea of taking the other ink and dipping like a Q-tip or something in it and rubbing it on your holes after you make your tattoo numbers. But we're going to give this a try and see how it works. And also we're going to be using, instead of using petroleum jelly, I'm going to be using Preparation H. Now this is Equate brand, off brand. But I had an older fella, he said he used Preparation H. Well, it makes sense, guys, to use Preparation H. It's kind of like a petroleum jelly, but yeah, it's got something in it that helps keep the swelling down. Yeah, that's what it does for you when you use it. So that helps, he says, keep the swelling down in the ears. So I had this tube in the house, and I said, well, that's what I'm going to use. So I'm going to just put this little tube in this box right here and keep it in this box. This first rabbit here that we're going to be tattooing is off of my buck Blake and my doe Gwen. So how I'm going to tattoo to keep track of my rabbits, the rabbits that I'm going to be selling or giving away for pets or whatever, my first letter is going to be N for Newell. I guess I'm calling this Newell's Rabbitry. The second letter is going to be B for Blake. That's the name of the seer rabbit. The third letter is going to be K for Kelly. That's the letter for the dame, the mother rabbit. And then I'll put O1. And each letter, this will be the first letter that I'm doing this on. So as I keep records, it always, if they offer Blake and Kelly, it'll be N, B, K. And I'll just keep my numbers going, 01, 02, and continue on to 99 as I have more litters. Now I don't figure I'm gonna have 99 because I'll be done changed out my buck and doe or something by then. If I do, I just come up with something else. You could change, add another number, or change a letter somehow. That's why you got to keep good records when you're doing this. So first up, we're going to put this letters in this crimp, and I'm going to test it on a piece of paper. So I'm going to get y'all over here closer so y'all can see this up close. All right, guys, so we're going to be taking our end. And the thing is, when you put them in here, reading, you want to test them on paper to make sure you don't put them in starting from the wrong end. And I may be. I'm going to have to do it and see. N for Newell. B for... Uh-oh, I dropped that. B for Blake. Where's my K for Kelly? And I'm going to do a 01. No, guys, this one's going to be 02 because I'm keeping one rabbit off of this litter, and that's going to be tattooed 01. So this is going to be 02. You flip that little lever. And guys, you tattoo your rabbits in the left ear. And I put them in there right. There's NBK 02. Newell, Blake, Kelly, 02 off of that litter. And like I said, I think I got 6 rabbits on this litter, but they all won't be tattooed, just only the ones people want tattoos and pedigrees for. If they meet rabbits, it ain't no sense in tattooing them. But I keep track on my computer, and wherever I stop, I just continue on the next litter. But you always want to tattoo you a piece of paper, because like I said, y'all see, if I would have put that in on this end, because see, they're upside down, it's a little confusing. If I'd have put the end on here and this automatically tattooed my rabbit, it would have been backwards. So always double check before you do that. All right, we got our tattoo crimp loaded up. And guys, when I was setting all this up, I already cleaned them good with rubbing alcohol. So next we're going to get our rabbit out. I'm going to take some of this rubbing alcohol and I'm going to clean the inside of its left ear. Come here, little rabbit. And the left ear is just like your left ear. It's the left ear on the rabbit, not if you're looking at the rabbit. But I'm going to clean it with this rubbing alcohol. Like I said, guys, it's my first time now. So we got its ear clean. Now, I'm going to wrap this rabbit in a towel. This is going to be a quick deal, but this deal might try to jump and it might squeal or it might holler. I don't know what it's going to do. I know if somebody was tattooing me through the ear, I know I'd squeal. I don't know how some of you ladies do all that, getting that hole poked through your ears. I think the good Lord put all the holes that's meant to be in my ears. But I'm going to hold this little rabbit up to the light. I'm going to get y'all up here close again. And you got 2 main veins, arteries running right up through the middle. Not on the middle of this one, rabbit, they're kind of off to the side. So I'm going to make sure I tattoo this and not hit one of them main veins. I'm going to get y'all up here and show you what I'm talking about. Run around here, little rabbit. Y'all might be able to see the veins better this way. I think you can. See, there's the these veins coming up right through there. And they ain't always in the same spot on every rabbit, so I'm going to be tattooing back here. See, turning it that way, y'all can't really see in the camera. But they right back on this side, so we're gonna be tattooing right through here. So again, I'm gonna wipe this with alcohol again, since I done put my fingers in there, even though my fingers got alcohol on them. Now guys, I'm holding this paper up here again because I'm wanting to see what this is gonna look like in that rabbit's ear. So if I hold it just like that, it's gonna be going NBKO2 reading that way. The only way I could make it read from that way up would be come this way. And I don't like that. Now that would work if I was tattooing him on that side of the ear, but that's where the veins is at. Huh. I don't really like that. I wanted mine to read. I guess I could do it just like that right there, can't I? And that ought to read. Alright, we're going to get him all lined up here. And we're going to give him a... Whoa, he felt it before I ever gave it a smash. You got to hold on, Red. Like I said, this guy might be better if you had two people. Alright, I gave it a good smash, and y'all see he took off. But I didn't let off. I'm going to get him wrapped back up. He shook his head like that. Hurt. I bet it did hurt, little buddy. Get that many holes poked through your ears. And there's what it looks like right now, guys. NBKO2. Now, this ink says shape very well. And this is roll on. And this is, yeah, I went and got me a glove because I foresee me getting this all over everything. And you just rub that on there. Now I read some people don't like to roll on because you do one rabbit and then you do the next rabbit. You can transfer something from one rabbit to the next, but I figure I can just take a alcohol and rag and clean the top of that roll-on bottle off. But you gotta work it and make sure it gets in them holes. And that makes sense to me. Gotta make sure it gets good in them holes. And what's left in the ear here, you just leave, they say, and it'll dry. And it'll come out in a week or so, and then it just leaves your tattoos in your holes. I mean, just leaves the ink in the tattoo holes. It makes a permanent tattoo. I know it, it's all right. I'm just trying to make sure I'm getting it all in the holes good enough. I'm getting it all in his ear good enough, I know that. I don't know how it's going in them holes. I'm gonna put a little more on there. Surely, guys, that's rubbed down in them holes. You look at the back of his ear. Some people say they crimp all the way through, but I don't think my holes went all the way through that rabbit's ear. I don't see no ink coming out the back. I should have put on 2 gloves, I know that. Surely that's enough in them holes. What do y'all think? I done rubbed enough, guys. Surely that got ink down in all them holes. I know you don't want to do this without gloves. I should have put 2 gloves on. And guys, at this point is where I'm gonna put the preparation H. Some use this petroleum jelly, and they also sell something for rabbits. But I'm gonna just put that in there and rub it on there, even though that ink's wet. I'm just doing what the directions say. Like I said, this is the first time I ever done this. So that ought to kind of like just seal over the holes and maybe keep the ink that's in the holes from coming back out. Also, the preparation H ought to help with the swelling. Now, this preparation H won't be used no more on myself. It'll stay in the rabbit box there. But I am going to wipe the top of this right here with a little alcohol before I do my next rabbit. Because I can see where if you transfer from blood from one rabbit to another, you might get cause something. So we won't really be able to see that tattoo for a few days until all that other ink dries and wears off. And then we'll get to see what it looked like. Now for me, that's going to be a few days. For y'all, it's just going to be here in the next little while. But we're finna tattoo another rabbit. This was my practice rabbit. Now I'm finna tattoo my own rabbit. Now the rabbits I keep for myself, I do a different number on it. I'm going to use N as in mule, B for buck, or D for doe for the second letter, and then the first letter of the name of the rabbit, and then it's going to be my first buck that I'm using as a breeder buck is Blake's. It's going to be 01. Then I got another rabbit that I'm going to tattoo that I'm going to have as another breeder buck. Now he'll be N, then B for buck, and W for his Willie, that's his first name, and then 02. Because that'll be my second breeder buck that I'm keeping. So the rabbits that I keep, I got my numbering system, how I keep up with them. The rabbits off of each litter, because I have 2 does and finna have 3 does. I'm keeping another doe, I'm gonna have 3 does. So the litter numbering is like I said before, it'll be the N for Newell, the B for the buck name. I mean, the second letter is B on this one for Blake, but in the future to be whatever letter for the buck. Third letter be whatever letter for the mother's name, and then the number of the litter continuing on that buck and doe's had. So let's take this little boy act to the pen. And the reason I done that, guys, because I don't want to name the rabbits that I'm going to sell. I don't want to name the rabbit. That way, whoever buys the rabbit can name the rabbit what they want, and it won't have nothing to do with the tattoo. So let's go get us another rabbit. Alright, guys, I cleaned the ink off my hands good, and I'm going to get another glove on. But now this rabbit we're finna tattoo here next, I decided I better do another rabbit before I started working on my own rabbits that I'm going to keep. Because like I said, these are probably going to end up being meat rabbits I'm practicing on. But we got to change out the letter here, because this rabbit's off of Blake and Gwen. So I need to change the K. And this is why I don't like gloves, because I can't do nothing with gloves on. If I got some tweezers. I got some tweezers here, guys. Maybe I can do a little better with tweezers. No, I just knocked that out. But I ain't good at doing anything with gloves on, so. Alright, so we're going with a G. tea for Gwen. I'm gonna lay that right there. We'll wash them up when we get done. Clean them up with some alcohol. Now guys, I do have enough sense, and I know people said this, but when you clean these up with alcohol, you need to make sure they're totally dry before you put them up, because alcohol has water in it and they will rust. So when you clean something with alcohol, I like to take them, take like a hair dryer and heat it, and that way it makes sure it dissolves all the water. I'm going to test it before I do it. NBG02. I'm going to stay with the O2 because I have a rabbit off of them that I'm going to keep this. I'm going to use the O1 for. So, another thing, guys. The directions that came with the little kit here, and other people that I've seen on YouTube and stuff, they tattooed their hole, then they put their ink on it and rubbed it in like I was doing. But this little directions on this bottle here says to rub the ink inside the ear and then tattoo it and then rub some more on it. So we're gonna get the little rabbit, get us some alcohol here on her little rag to clean its ear. Come on, this is a little girl rat. So I kind of looked at them and I picked one boy from Blake and Kelly, and I got one girl here from Blake and Gwen. These are about 7 or 8 weeks old right now. We're gonna clean it. Always do the left ear. Has to be the left ear because the right ear's got to be saved in case they go to, I guess, to win a grand champions or something other to do with the tattoo, and that ear is saved for registration or something other. Again, we're going to look at where the veins are in this ear. And this vein here is kind of wider apart. Hold this rabbit up here in this light. Oh, they both on that same side. They just shaped different. All right, little rabbit. So we're going to try this way. We're going to try putting the ink in there like the bottle says. All right. Now I want to look again. That ear's sitting like that. If I do it that way, it's going to be that way. I like it reading this way, so I'm going to have to go all the way across the ear again like this. Make sure it's lined up good and flat. Now when I do it, I'm holding on to it whether the rabbit tries to run or not, because I don't want to have to re-punch it. So I'm going to be holding on to it whether it runs or not. Good hard squeeze. Hey guys, that might work better like that, because when you do it like that, them needles has to push some of that ink in them holes, don't it? It makes a little more sense. Instead of trying to rub it in them holes, the needle's gonna poke some of it in the holes, and then you can rub some more on there to make sure. We got 2 rabbits tattooed. They didn't seem to hurt too bad. They didn't holler. I don't know how many holes that is, but that's a bunch of little holes going through there at one time. All right, little girl. That's it. We're going to go put her up. We're going to grab us another now. Now, guys, I almost forgot to put the preparation H on there. I can see where this helps. Like I said, it kind of seals off the holes to keep things from getting in there. Preparation H helps with the swelling. But I almost forgot to do it. I was finna walk out and get another rabbit. I'm sure some people have been doing this a while. Ain't as messy as me. But I know that ink that's just left on the outside there, they say it'll come off in time. So now I'm gonna go get another racket. All right, girl, be still. All right, guys, up next here is Miss Reba. Now, she's off of Blake and Gwen, but I think I'm gonna save her for another breeder day. So now I got to change out my numbers again. And there's 12. She didn't like that at all. Little Reba there don't like her ears being pierced. She knocked my ink off on the floor, so better clean the top a bit here a little bit. Like I said, I don't want to cause no infections or anything. Yeah, Reba don't like her ears being pierced. Guys, this rabbit's named after Reba McIntyre. You said that didn't feel good, Papa. That hurt. Boy, she acted like that. Ain't no telling what them old ones are gonna act like. All right. We got 3 down. All right, guys. Up next, we got little Willie. Little Willie here. He's off of Blake and Gwen, but he's older, so he may do some squealing. We don't know. He might do some biting. It's right there, Willie. Come here, Willie. You done got out the towel already. He named after Willie Nelson, guys. Old Willie Nelson, you know, has that high voice, so old Willie here may go to sure enough screaming. Be still, Willie. Be still, Willie. We're gonna get you done here. Be still, Willie. Just ain't. All right, guys, y'all ready to see what Willie gonna do? I'm gonna hold on to Willie. Come here, Willie. It's over now. It's over. Willie said that didn't feel good, Papa. What are you doing to my ear? What are you doing to my ear there, Papa? Guys, I think next time I'm going to try the regular ink when I have to buy some more. But we'll see what the outcome is, what they look like. See, right now you can't tell nothing because the old weir's black from rubbing that ink in there. Come here, Willie. Let me put you some. Let me put you a little creamer on there. I rub this on the inside and the outside, guys, because it ain't gonna hurt. Like I said, it just kind of seals them holes off to keep any dirt or anything from getting in there. But now we're gonna take Willie back to the pen and we're going up in size. We're getting bigger rabbits now, guys. All right, guys. Here's old Blakey boy. Here's the daddy to all them other ones. Be still. Up, up, up. He ain't gonna like this. I'll tell you right now. He ain't gonna like this at all. Be still. Be still. Cover your head up. Cover your head up. We're going to just cover his whole head up until we change our numbers out. Should have changed my numbers out before I went outside. Well, the big one wasn't bad as the smaller ones. Stick your head in there. All I need is your ear. Guys, I done figured out I can just rub this with this glove. Easier than I can try to use a Q-tip or something. All right. Guys, old Blake wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I figured it was going to be tougher on this big rabbit. All right, guys, up next is Miss Gwen. Give her a little cleaning there. See, my glove's falling apart, but all right, now I got to change the numbers again. That's it. That's it. Actually, guys, the bigger, older rabbits are doing better than the little ones. Alright guys, now we're down to one more. Alright guys, this is the last rabbit I need to tattoo. This is Kelly herself. Boy, I'm glad it's the last one because my glove is falling apart. Stay down. Get them feet back in there. Like I said, some likes using the tattoo pen, but I can't see me keeping these rabbits still long enough to sit there and write out each letter. To where with this crimp right here, it's just one quick motion, and then I just hold on to it tight for a moment to make sure it's sunk in deep. You don't want to do it and then you tattoo not take, and then that's what we're going to be seeing in a few days is, did I do a good enough job for the tattoos to take? But I know if you don't poke them holes down in there deep enough, your tattoo ain't gonna take. So let's see how Miss Kelly gonna do right here. She don't like it. She didn't like it. She didn't holler. You keep on over here bugging me and my little buddy, I'm gonna tattoo your ear. Y'all think I need to tattoo Drake's ear? I don't know, can y'all see Drake sitting over on the table watching me? Alright guys, that's all the tattooing rabbit's ears I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go put her up, then I'm gonna come back in here and we're gonna clean up our little crimp here and our numbers there and clean them up. Get everything put up. In just a few days I'm gonna check with these rabbits. Like I said, it takes a few days for that ink to dry on their ears there, and then that'll have to wear off. Once a few days, like I said, this is my first time, so I don't know, but I'm gonna, after it wears off and I can get a shot of the tattoos and show y'all what it looks like, I'll complete this video showing you what the tattoo looks like. And I know some of the research and advice I get is you still want to get a pen, they say, because if you don't get these crimped good enough and your tattoo don't do good, well, you can't come back and try to redo this over it because no way to line up all them holes. They say to have a tattoo pen, and then you can correct what needs to be corrected or made better. I'm hoping I get lucky here. I was pushing hard trying to make sure mine was going all the way down. Like I said, it's got a backing right here on the back, so you ain't got to worry about it. Even if it punches holes all the way through the ear, it ain't gonna like go through and shoot a big hole. Just them little ends that come out the other side. Which some of the older people that I've seen and done research on and watched on YouTube, they like it to go all the way through the ears. They say that makes the best, longest lasting tattoo. So that's why I was squeezing hard on it. But after a few days, I'm going to show y'all what they look like. It's going to be a little while for me, but for y'all, it's just going to be a blink of the eye, like right now. Okay, guys, it's been a good week, maybe just a little bit longer than a week, so we finna get some of these rabbits out and see how this tattoo's turned out. Now, I've been watching them all along, and ain't none of them had no kind of swelling or no kind of infection. But I'm gonna just show y'all what the outcome was. But guys, at this time though, I want to take a moment to give a shout out to some friends of mine in Canada. Their channel is called Creekside Maples. It's Mr. Tony and Miss Joni. If you would, go check out their channel, watch a few of their videos, And guys, give them a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. It don't cost you a thing to subscribe, but it helps us out with our YouTube channels. And we're trying to get their subscriber number up. If you would, go over and check them out. And also, one of the things that I love that Mr. Tony does every Sunday morning at 7:30, I believe it is, Central Time, he does a live giving the Word of God. Now, if you like learning about the Bible and studying of the Bible, I asked you on Sunday mornings, and even if you don't catch the live, you can always watch the video after the live, which most time what happens to me is I miss the live, but I always go back and watch it and get the good Word of God. He's very good at what he does and explaining things out of the Bible. They also do other videos. He's got a portable wood mill. He does a lot of wood milling. They got their homestead. So please, guys, go over and check out Creekside Maples. I'm gonna have it in the screen here, and I'll put it in the description below. And again, please go check out their channel. Help them out. Don't forget to smash that thumbs up. Hit it hard. All right, now we're finna get our rabbits out, and we're gonna check out our tattoos. All right, guys, first up we got Willie here. I'm gonna put him in a box today and put a towel around him. And I'm gonna set him up here, and I'm gonna get y'all down here close where we can zoom in and y'all can see this tattoo, how it turned out. Guys, I'm gonna try to get y'all where y'all can see this good. But that's what it looks like. Now, it's still got some skin, some dry skin on it that ain't come off yet. But guys, I'm not happy with that. I'm not satisfied with that. If I didn't know what my own tattooing was, I wouldn't be able to tell you what that is. That's NBW02. But that just don't show up to what I was wanting or what I was expecting. So only way to fix this is you can't reuse the crimp because you'll never get it lined back up perfect. So now, all I know to do is purchase a pen, a tattoo pen, and try to go back over it. But like I said, I'm not happy with that at all. But let's get another one out and look at it. Come here, Willie. Get you back the pen there, little fella. All right, guys. Next up, we're finna look at Reba's tattoo. Get down in that box, little girl. And get y'all around here again and get y'all up close. All right, guys. Again, as you can see, it's still got some scabs there that's still on there. But guys, if I didn't know what that was, I couldn't tell you, because like I said, that's NBKO2. But I am not satisfied with this at all. And I know this was my first time. But that ain't good. That ain't worth nothing. Alright guys, so I'm gonna call my first attempt at tattooing a failure. Is it something I did wrong? If you've tattooed rabbits before, please leave in the comments something that can help me out. Cause all I know to do is to order a pen now and go back over these with a tattoo pen. But I'm just showing you these two rabbits. I done looked at all of them and none of them look no better than these two. Actually, Willie's probably is the best looking one. The rest of them looks like this. And you can't see that. I mean, that ain't worth a crap for a tattoo. Now, did I not rub enough ink? Is that ink brand not any good? I don't know. All I know is I'm gonna have to order me a pen, and I'm gonna get some, which you'll have to have different kind of ink for that pen anyway. You can't use the roll-on. But I'm gonna go over these, and I'll probably do that in another video showing my first attempt at tattooing with a pen. But guys, that's a total failure for me. I'm just writing that off as a failure, learning experience. Like I said, if any of y'all tattooed rabbits out there, maybe y'all can give me some tips about what I did wrong. Maybe some different ink to get that's darker, that tattoos good, or explain something to me down there in the comments. But guys, I appreciate y'all watching. If you would, please give me a thumbs up on these videos. And if you haven't never subscribed, hit that subscribe button. It don't cost you a thing. It's like my YouTube channel's done got to a certain point and it ain't growing no more, and I need it to pick on up and grow. And like I said, if you will, go check out Creekside Maples, Mr. Tony and Joni. Check out their videos and support them. It'd be greatly appreciated, I promise you. They're some really fine folks. But guys, that there is gonna be the end of this video. I thank y'all for watching. Hope y'all have a blessed day. God bless. See y'all next time.